Make sure you guys don't fall off the edge of your seat.
No, absolutely, don't do that. Or actually do it because it is a sign of hype and it is a sign of a good game. So if you are about to fall off the edge of your seat, maybe do it, especially if there are people around so they're like, hey, what made that guy fall off the edge of the seat there? Maybe I should tune in here as well. All right, here we go. Noble versus myXMG. Game number 1, myXMG on the blue side here with Sniper Kid, a lot, and Turbo Pulsar, and Noble on the orange with Skyline, Stocky, and Vogan. And right off the bat, Noble going for an offensive move here, knocking the ball onto the blue side of the field. Looks like Sniper Kid will be able to get it past Stocky there, and myXMG with a bit of offense of their own here. So, really troubling early game. We see a pass over to a lot. He almost gets the shot on target. Not enough steam behind it, so Skyline has no problem clearing it away. They're going to try to keep it on the orange side of the field. And Turbo Pulsar keeping himself in position there in the middle a lot. Getting the aerial touch, knocking it into the corner. It looks like they decided to let off for now, or will they? Turbo Pulsar getting the ball past the defense. Sniper Kid, again, he's waiting in the middle. He's waiting in the wings. He's waiting on the prowl. Wants to get that goal in. Now knocking it back into the center of the field. Skyline with the aerial touch. Not quite sure if he wanted to make that happen, though. Stocky Machine with a crucial block. Here comes Turbo Pulsar, knocking it against the crossbar. Very heavy aggression coming in from myXMG.
Yeah, Noble needs to break out if they really want to play like Flipside. One thing that Flipside is really good at is keeping pressure on the opponents, keeping the ball in the enemy zone. And right now, Noble is on their heels a little bit, so they got to get some boost and a good clear so that they can start their counterattack.
Absolutely, Turbo Pulsar knocking the ball wide onto the blue side of the field a lot. It's going to get the touch there. Turbo Pulsar as well. It's now in front of the goal. Sniper Kid's going to go for it, but Stocky getting the clear before it gets too dangerous. Skyline now looking for the counterattack a lot, intervening. And so the ball stays on the orange side of the field, and a redirect into the goal. A lot scores.
Yeah, myXMG has just been putting on the pressure all game, and a lot, putting it all the way off the wall. So I bet Stocky and Vogan thought that one might bounce straight down, but it bounced right out in the mid, and both players too close to each other, not back in net to make the save. So clutch play by a lot, setting himself up for that one.
Taking myXMG into the lead here against Noble. A lot's going to try to keep the ball on the orange side again. So much pressure coming out from myXMG. We haven't really seen the ball on the blue side of the field for too much of the game, so they are doing a good job at keeping momentum going. Turbo Pulsar with a ball off the crossbar. Stocky getting the block there. We did already see a lot try to line up for the follow-up shot there, but that was prevented just in the nick of time. And now Sniper Kid knocking the ball up the wall. Vogan getting the wall hit. Turbo Pulsar's going to try to intervene there, knocking it off. But it doesn't look like they will be able to make too much of an impact from that position.
Yeah, we've seen Noble stuck in the corner. Both players a little too close to each other. Both times, the long shot. And my goodness, Stocky Machine. What a play. Oh my goodness, you can see Stocky or Vogan just putting this ball up. And that touch by Stocky, unbelievable. Puts it in the upper right-hand corner. What a play by Stocky and Vogan.
Absolutely. Nice redirect team play coming in from Noble. Getting the equalizer back in just in front of halftime. Now they are playing the ball back into their own half of the field, trying to get a hold of the ball, get it under definitive control. Sniper Kid winning out of the 50-50 there a lot. Not getting the shot. Turbo Pulsar in the middle.
That might
be ready
be
for a follow-up, but this might be going in. Vogan's going to try to get the redirect in. That's a save. Not enough from Sniper Kid.
So great pressure here from Vogan. You see he had an opportunity, hits it up to himself. It looked like Turbo Pulsar just flipping, having no boost. Vogan exploits that and just puts that one in. So good heads-up play by Vogan. Turbo Pulsar not able to do anything with no boost. So Noble leading here after looking a little bit shaky out of the gate, but it seems like they're starting to hit the rhythm.
Yep, perhaps myXMG a little too eager on the offense there, as that goal was pretty much completely clean for that goal from Noble. They're going to have to find a balance here as far as offensive play and defensive play goes. Sniper Kid going to try to go for the ball. Logan knocks it out of the path, and again, nobody home right there for myXMG and Stocky. The ball was a little too slow, or he would have had the opportunity to knock it straight in. So myXMG again leaving their goal unattended.
Yeah, Vogan with another opportunity. Look what he's trying to do, and he does.
And it goes.
Beautiful. So the way he did here was he knew that just a straight up shot probably wouldn't go in. So he did go for the off the backboard, was able to get back up in the air and really just crushed that one in. A beautiful play by Vogan with the backboard pass to himself. Those are so tough to block. And you can see there, Turbo Pulsar just caught flat tired in the net, and Vogan just punching that one in. So great play by Vogan.
Yep, Noble extending their lead here. 2 goals. They are up right now. Noble getting the save in front of the goal a lot, knocking it off the backboard, and Turbo Pulse just going to try to go for the touch with a bit of a twister right there. Not enough steam behind that ball. They'll try to keep it in front of the orange goal there. Will they be able to? A lot. Again, setting it up for someone. Skyline intervening there. No, that's not happening, he goes. Turbo Pulsa. He goes. It is happening, and Sniper Kid gets the rebound into the goal.
myXMG not giving up just yet. You can see Turbo with a good hit into the mid. Skyline messes up a little bit. Vogan had the clear there, but Skyline just taps it right out into the mid for an easy goal there for myXMG. So fortunate for them. And now they're just 1 goal out. And another off the face-off goal. Oh my, Patch, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. That is just a straight-off face-off goal. Turbo Pulsa and Skyline knocking off each other. Ball stays exactly where it is in a lot. Quick to think for the follow-up.
Vogan went for the boost there, and I have tried to sit, I've argued this with classics from not. I don't understand why teams will leave the net open at the start. I don't. You can always get boost right after, and that is the type of situation right there that happens in a critical league game, tying goal just because nobody sat in net. But it's interesting to hear what players' thoughts are on that face-off strategy. There's so much chess-like stuff involved, but yeah, that's a conversation for another time.
And here Sniper Kid has to get the clear. And he actually does. Skyline now knocking back onto the blue side of the field. Lots of aggression coming in from Noble here in the last minute of the game. Dunk coming in from Stocky, but Sniper Kid is able to get the save. That ball could have gone a little faster. As it stands, it was rather easy to save right there. And so the game stays even as we enter the last 30 seconds of the game here. Will they be able to score a goal? A lot. Trying to get the ball here in position. Vogan knocking it off the backboard. Here comes Stocky looking for something. But the clear just in time. Vogan, again, still at that same ball, trying to keep the ball on the blue side of the field. And in the end, goes in front of the goal. Dangerous situation. Turbo Pulsa is going to try to get the hit. Doesn't get a. Sniper Kid also driving past the ball, jumping past it. Lots of players actually jumping past the ball here in the past few seconds of the game. Dangerous situation for myXMG. And luckily, Noble were not able to capitalize on Turbo Pulsa with another last attempt coming in. Safe by Stocky. Sniper Kid wants to keep it in there. Vogan wants to make it touch the ground, and there we go. Overtime.
They do opt for overtime here. Wise decision there. Both these teams neck and neck. Stocky off the machine. Oh, wow. Stocky early off the face-off, coming up huge. You can see him going for the half boost. Vogan with a big face-off win. Stocky was there and just puts it in the left corner. Stocky machine crushes that one into the net, and Noble takes game 1.
Well played indeed. Both teams certainly showing up big here. We've seen early aggressive play from myXMG, perhaps a little too overeager, as we then saw Noble take advantage of crucial gaps in the defense of myXMG and knocking them in to tie the game up. Then, of course, the unfortunate kickoff goal there for Noble is what got them into overtime, and then that last golden goal, winning them in game 1.
So you can see here, Stocky still keeping the scoring going. 2 goals himself. Vogan also stepping up big with 2 goals and 2 assists on 5 shots. So really good play there. Skyline doing his best. He does get 3 saves, so doing a good job holding down the fort in the back. But Vogan and Stocky working together, putting on a lot of offensive pressure. So good job by those two. We'll see if they can keep it up in game 2 here on Urban Night.
Urban Night indeed. We also got Wasteland in the map rotation. That's going to be game 4, so I'm certainly looking forward to that. It's going to be another wild card pick here.
And I apologize. I am in the kitchen, as you guys already know. So microwave inbound. Sorry about that.
Microwave hype in the chat.
Microwave hype, yep.
All right, game 2. myXMG versus Noble now underway. Turbo Pulsa looking for the wall hit there. And we see the ball knocking into the middle of the field. Noble knocking it on the blue side, forcing myXMG for the clear. Bit of a ping-pong game right now between those two teams. Ball goes there, back and forth. Sniper Kid with a crucial touch there. Vogan going to try to get in there as well, but it's a bit of a mess as all players are jumping onto the ball and back onto the orange side of the field it goes. Here comes Vogan trying to get a clear in. Knocks it onto a lot. Tries to dribble it here. Turbo Pulsa knocking the ball away.
Passing opportunity. We'll see if this play works out. Oh, it looks like it's going to bounce straight down.
Yep, doesn't look like that was quite what they were looking for. Ball rolling up the wall here. Skyline trying to knock it in front of the goal, but quick defense from myXMG coming in. They're certainly not as aggressive as last time. Certainly don't have as much opportunity to get a hold of the ball here as well. Logan putting it past TurboPulsar there. And a lot of defensive play. Skyline going to knock it off. Here comes the rebound. TurboPulsar intervening, but not quite the way he needs to. Sniper Kid going to get the save there in the last moment. It's the first minute of the game, rather back and forth.
Yeah, Noble's doing a good job of trying to get some pressure on both these teams, really, though, fighting for possession right now. 2 shots for Vogan. We'll see if he can break it right now. Good play there with Stocky and Vogan trying to get a little bit further in the D, and a good setup here. We'll see if anyone can take advantage.
Oh, no. Skyline tried to go for it. But Sniper Kid was there faster, and here comes the counter shot, and Stocky Machine with a crucial save there. Big chances for both teams here. The first 2 minutes of the game. Here comes Vogan, though, knocking the ball in.
Lunch is served here by Vogan as he just gets past both players and gobbles up a goal here. A lot. No shot at that one, and Vogan puts that one in. Noble up 1-0, and oh my, that was beautiful.
That was beautiful indeed. Taking Noble into the lead here in game 2. Here we go. Can they extend that lead, or can a lot with a shot here look to even the game back up? No. See a redirect coming in from TurboPulsar, actually taking the offensive team out of his own team's play. We see the ball again put up in front of the goal, but nobody from myXMG was in position. They were all back anticipating the counterattack coming in from Noble. So certainly a lot less aggression from myXMG this time around, and it certainly shows in the way they haven't really gotten too many opportunities yet. Here comes Sniper Kid trying to get the ball in. Skyline with the save just in time. TurboPulsar trying to keep it on the orange side of the field to try and keep the momentum going. We see TurboPulsar knocking Skyline out of the way here. Get out of my face. And the ball just rolls in front of the goal. Nobody really in place to knock it in. So myXMG, they are getting the opportunities. They cannot quite finish that.
Yeah, myXMG, though, is on the attack here. That one might go in. Oh, barely coming off the backboard there. Turbo did have an opportunity, but put that one just wide. But myXMG has been knocking on the door. Would not be surprised to see them finally break through and get even on the board.
Yep, absolutely. Certainly a lot more defensive focus on their play this time around. Skyline not getting the touch. TurboPulsar also missing. Stocky also missing. 3 players completely missing the ball. Shot on target from Skyline, saved by a lot. So now Noble's back in the driver's seat, and they are looking to stay that way as well as they are playing the ball back into their own side of the field. Sniper Kid applying pressure here. TurboPulsar actually going for the shot in the center of the field. It's quickly blocked by Noble. They're not going to let that shot go through. Redirect coming in from Noble. What a goal by Stocky!
You kidding me? Right now, Stocky is on fire. Stocky Machine, aptly named, as look at that redirect. He already had an awesome redirect earlier. This one, even sicker. And Stocky sneaks that one in. What a play by Stocky the Machine.
Wow. What a goal indeed. He didn't completely blind right there with the backflip redirect. Nice showing of skill there by Stocky. That's one for the top 5. Okay, Team Noble now in the lead here, extending their lead 2-0. We might see an opportunity by myXMG, and Skyline not in position to save it.
Yeah, TurboPulsar with just, getting his team back on the board here with it all the way across the map. Not too flashy, but definitely a difficult aerial shot there. He had to come all the way across. Was flying for quite some time. Noble not able to get that one out in front of the net, and he puts it in there. So good, solid aerial play by Turbo, and now just 1 goal separating these teams. But Noble still managing to keep the lead so far.
Yeah, still some time left for myXMG, but they're going to have to make it happen for sure. Sniper Kid knocking the ball off the wall. A lot's going to try to redirect, and in front of the goal, TurboPulsar not quite in position, unfortunately. And now they're going to have to go back into defensive position. Noble is looking for some attacking. TurboPulsar getting the clear. A lot redirecting it towards target. Nice save coming in from Stocky. That would have meant the equalizer. So myXMG certainly showing promise here. We see TurboPulsar with another redirect, and in it goes for the equalizer.
So Turbo, 1 goal away from a hat trick with this phenomenal shot here. You can see Sniper Kid puts it off the wall a lot, adding in a little bit of confusion for Vogan. You can see there Vogan might have been playing a lot shot, but Turbo comes in and pounds that one in. So it's all tied up here. myXMG, Noble, very close neck and neck here as we've got 53 seconds left to play.
Yeah, first game has already been rather close. Shot on goal from Stocky, saved by a lot. Skyline's going to keep it on the orange side here. TurboPulsar taking control, knocking it back into the center of the field. Vogan with a shot on target, and Sniper Kid with a very crucial save right there. Keeps the game even, but again, the ball's in front of the goal. Nobody can capitalize, though. Turbo Post doing a good job at blocking Vogan from driving into the ball there. A nice bit of pressure play coming in, and now the ball's on the orange side of the field. Here comes a lot!
Oh, no!
Not getting the shot, unfortunately. Big opportunities for both teams here in the final moments of the game. Skyline missing that aerial. The goal would have been clean, so if he had gotten a lot of speed on the goal, no! Sniper Kid with a save. Oh, look at all the pressure from both teams here. 4 seconds left. Will myXMG be able to score? No. Vogan with the save, and Skyline's going to clear the ball away from the danger zone. Or will Sniper Kid try to keep it in a lot? Going to try to juggle it here. Turbo Posa keeping it in as well. Still getting dangerous here. Stocky, a lot passing it. Turbo Posa's going to try to go for the aerial on target. Gosh. It bounces off the backboard, and Skyline still keeping it in. Going to try to dribble it here. What a 0-second a lot, knocking him out of the way. Let this go to overtime, please.
Yeah, rule number 1, don't let the ball hit the ground. Both these teams taking that one very seriously with a couple opportunities to almost put the ball in with no time left. But here we are, golden goal, next goal wins.
Next goal wins indeed. Second overtime of the series. Here comes Skyline with a hit next to the goal. Rebounds off. Nobody in position to capitalize on it. Unfortunately, Skyline's going to try to get the ball into the center of the field again. In the end, doesn't really manage to do it. Noble with the angled shot!
Vogan is his slogan here as he puts this one in overtime, securing the win for Noble. It is a corner shot, and he just comes up with that octane and slams it with his face, putting it into the upper part of the net. So beautiful goal by Vogan. I'm sure we're going to see some Vogan slogan spam in chat celebrating that one. Very close game. You can see both these teams near each other in shots and saves, but Vogan scoring 2 goals yet again. So going into it, Stocky was the machine for Noble, scoring 63% of the goals, but Vogan coming in with 2 goals in both of these games. So playing very well. The key to Noble's success so far.
You know, look at the stats across the board. This game is just that's just a testament to how close this game was. We almost got even shots. 2 more shots on the side of Noble here, with 9 shots as opposed to 7 coming in from myXMG. Saves also very even. We've got 5 saves on the side of Noble, 6 saves on the side of XMG. So not a lot of wiggle room here for both of these teams. It just comes down to pure skill, to pure teamwork, and in the end, Noble won out with a great angled shot. Wow.
Yeah, Turbo trying to do everything he could to bring myXMG back, but just a little too much power from the Noble side. But both these games going into overtime, so neck and neck. myXMG really needs to secure some wins here. But Noble just eking these out. And I'm sure the Noble fans are very happy about it. And awesome goals, too. A lot of top 10 goal material we've been seeing so far. But here we go with Game 3 on Manfield Day.
Absolutely. Here we go. This might be the opportunity for Noble to lock it in and make their stats, make their league record positive. If they win this series, it's going to be in their bag. myXMG with a shot on target. Bounces off the backboard. So early aggression coming in from them. Stocky now trying to set the game with the ball up into the center, but Sniper Kid saw it coming. That's a shot on target as well. Skyline with the save just in time. Turbo Post wants to keep it in a lot. Getting in position, but the clear from Stocky was just too strong. No way for him to get a hold of the wall. And here comes Turbo Posa with a shot on target. In it goes. 1-0 lead to myXMG.
Yeah, so Turbo being the scoring presence here for myXMG. You can see Sniper Kid with a clutch 50-50 win over 2 players from Noble. And Turbo comes in and finishes that one off. So heads up play by Turbo being ready for it. And a great 50-50 win that set up that goal.
Yep, absolutely. 40 seconds in. myXMG goes into the lead. Noble. Vogan's going to get the touch on that one. Nice touch by a lot to get the clear. Vogan wants to keep it in. Stocky is going to try to get the redirect. Very close. Touches the corner of the frame. Dangerous situation there for myXMG, but a lot's going to get a shot on target. Stocky with a save just in time. Nicely done by him. That's a bit of a back and forth again. Noble with the myXMG, of course, with the early lead, but Noble is looking to make up for it, looking to even this game back up. Sniper Kid gonna get the touch off the wall. Nice clear from Noble, though. Stocky's gonna try to set it up in front of the goal. Turbo Post on no problem to save that. A bit too slow.
Yeah, we'll see. Here's Vogan with another long shot, trying to get it into the corner to set up an offensive attack. You can see Stocky Vogan a little bit too close here. We'll see how they play this, but they have an offensive opportunity right now. If Skyline can keep this one in, And it looks like he does win the 50-50, so opportunity here for Noble, but Vogan has to get this into the mid, and he does. We'll see how it plays out.
We'll see how it plays out indeed. All three members of Noble now in the corner. Ball goes into the front of the goal, but nobody really there to capitalize. Skyline knocking it back. But Noble is already on the retreat, expecting the myXMG counterattack. A lot with a save right there.
Yeah, we're finally seeing this flip side-like play with Vogan and Stocky just keeping so much pressure on with Skyline hanging out in the back. We'll see if they're able to keep this pressure on and tie this game up.
Yep, certainly. Vogan getting a touch right there on his own side of the field. A lot driving past the ball. Sniper getting taken down in the middle of the field by Stocky. Respawns just in time to contest the ball. Noble certainly making the move, but myXMG's defensive wall right now is just too strong for them. They are not able to get past it at the moment. Now the ball back on the orange side of the field. Sniper Kid going to try to get it past, trying to set it up for someone in the middle, but Skyline with the clear. A lot knocking it into the center of the field. Nobody really taking decisive control of the ball here. Vogan going to try to get the rebound off. Turbo Posa getting the touch. Skyline tries to contest it, but Turbo Posa wins out the 50-50 there. Ball stays in position, allowing him to set it up for another goal potentially. But the defensive movements from both teams are just too strong. They are not letting the ball get in front of their goals.
And Turbo did a great job there, forcing the issue and allowing his team to get in position to be on offense right now, keeping the ball in Noble's zone. So we'll see if myXMG can break this defensive wall of Noble.
Oh, a lot with a redirection shot. Skyline just in time to save it. And Turbo Posa again with a shot on target, but Stocky is the one to save it this time. A lot with another shot. This one not going inside of the frame. Here comes Skyline with the save. Sniper Kid is finally the one to convert it.
Oh my goodness, Sniper Kid finishes that one off, but what a defensive performance here by Noble, keeping shot after shot out and almost saving that one, but Sniper Kid, with just too much pressure from myMG, puts that one in, and what a battle in front of the net. That goes in the favor of myXMG as they take the 2-0 lead here on Noble.
Yeah, absolutely. What a barrage of shots onto Noble's goal there. They held their own, but at some point the wall's just going to break if the cannonballs are large enough. Turbo Posa trying to keep the ball away from the front of his goal. Will anyone be able to get the shot? Vogan trying to set it up here. Unfortunately, Turbo was just a bit too fast on the clear. Trying to get the redirect here by a lot. Sniper Kid going to get another shot off goal. Stocky with the clear. Lots of clearing duty for Noble here in this match as myXMG ramps up the aggression tenfold here in the past minute of the game. This might be the opportunity for Stocky, though. He gets the shot.
Yeah, really good team play here. You can see Stocky decides to go out into the mid, trusting Vogan to get this ball out there, and Vogan does not upset, puts a beautiful pass up for Stocky, who finishes that one off. So a very high-level team play, a lot of trust there and coordination going into that goal. So solid goal by Noble.
Solid goal indeed. Stocky with a shot on target, a lot. Able to block it off the wall. Nicely done right there. Noble still has one goal to catch up here in order to equalize and take it to overtime, which would be the third overtime in the series. So certainly a very, very close series so far. Stocky with a shot off the backboard. Vogan with the shot as well. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get the angle. Skyline's going to try to keep it in play here. Unfortunately, not quite able to. Giving the ball back over to myXMG. They're nearing the 30-second mark. A lot. Getting the shot wide onto the other side of the field. Sniper Kid's going to try to pick up on that. Turbo Posa now with a touch. Fortunately, not quite fast enough. Skyline going to try to get the redirect. But in the end, misses the ball. Logan in front, waiting for someone to pass the ball in, but as Turbo Posa gets the clear, he makes his way back towards his own half of the field. Here comes a lot, getting the ball passed. Just next to the goal. 10 seconds remain. Right now, this is myXMG's game, and they are in the lead here as far as the pressure goes as well. Vogan getting the touch after the ball, bounced off the crossbar. This game will go to myXMG.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. Both of these teams so neck and neck. Not surprising to see myXMG just eking this one out. Still very close, although 11 shots coming out from myXMG as opposed to just 7 on Noble's sides. You can see Noble forced to get a lot of saves, so they were in the defensive zone quite a bit. But myXMG looking very good, just barely eking this one out, and all of these games so far just so close. They're very evenly matched. myXMG, although they are coming off a bye, looking pretty solid today.
Yeah, absolutely. They are looking solid indeed. The aggressive...
Guess what?
Huh?
Guess what? Guess what we're going to see? Can you guess?
Which
You're so good at guessing things.
Yeah, I've improved.
Yes, we're going.
I may be pretty bad at getting puns, but well, you know.
Yeah, well, that's okay. English is not your first language, and you can speak it so well. It's great. I can only speak Pig Latin. Aside from English, but
Are you going to cast this next game in Pig Latin? I hope not.
Nope, certainly not. So that brings us to Wasteland here, and another important point to bring up that I was talking with Vogan was that playing Wasteland requires a change in mentality. As you know, this is a very large map. It's much more defensive focused, so teams might be changing up their play style. So it's always going to be interesting to see how teams respond to being forced to change play styles, and also how they adapt afterwards, going back to a normal map. So keep your eyes on these players as they play Wasteland, which if you guys haven't played, you should go try it. It's crazy. Although it doesn't look too dramatically different, it is. But I should stop talking because we almost got a goal there.
Yeah, we almost got a goal there. Almost is a key word there, Noble. Quick on the defense. Their defensive work has been so on point today, with myXMG just throwing these balls over and over again at their net. They were able to keep a surprising amount of them out of the goal. Sniper Kid with the shot. Stocky gets the touch here, but Alad's going to be able to shove it in.
So you can see here, Skyline struggling a little bit on the wall. Jumps off. A good block by Stocky preventing it, but Skyline just a little too awkward on the wall there, and Alad comes in, finishes that one off. Very important goal, as not many goals get scored on Wasteland. So every goal is so important. So very good start for myXMG here as they take the lead early.
Absolutely, certainly they are doing quite well. Again, big aggression coming out from them. And Noble starting to crack there, it seems.
Good dribble opportunity.
Oh, here comes Bogan. Going to try to get it in there, but nice clear. Coming in there from Alad, who was just in place. Treble post now knocking the ball into the corner of the field. Skyline's going to get a shot, a little too wide, but Bogan will be able to pick up on it. Not quite in the way he wanted it to. Give him control of the ball back over to Turbo Posta. It's going to try to set it up in front. Ball a little bit too fast for Sniper Kid to capitalize on. Going to try to get the touch in the air. Gets the double tap. Alad's going to try to dunk it in, but Stocky wisely and quickly intervened there before it could get too hot. Bogan now trying to get the angled shot in, the Turbo Posta with the crucial save. Looks like Bogan, Noble are starting to get their offensive moves in.
Yeah, a lot of offensive pressure coming out from Noble, but myXMG had a really good passing play into the mid, just wasn't in good position to capitalize. So the positioning, a little bit of a struggle for these teams coming out of the gate. Just goes to show Wasteland throwing a curveball for these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Very center-focused game here. We've seen both these teams try to get the play through the sides here, but obviously due to the slanted nature of the ground, the play is certainly going to be centered here, as we see an opportunity coming in for Noble, with Sniper Kid getting a very decisive clear, knocking the ball wide over onto the orange side of the field. Bogan with the save after other team shot onto goal.
No!
Turbo Pulse bounces off the backboard, and Alad doesn't quite get the touch, didn't quite predict that bounce correctly. The ball bounces back into the center of the field as both teams fight for control.
Yeah, he tried to do a double tap while still in the air. That would have been amazing, but just didn't come up.
Bogan with a chance!
Bogan levels the score here with a very smart heads-up play here. Skyline comes in from the back, getting a big clear. Turbo misreads that, messes up. Bogan there in the mid ready, and just puts that one right on net with a solid shot. That's exactly what Noble needed to get back into this one. And we're tied up 1-1 with about half the game left.
Yeah, equalizer at halftime. That is certainly a very even game, but they have been just so long.
Yep, and that
two
was
overtimes, 2 out of 3 overtimes here. And we see a ball in front of the orange goal. Nothing really happening, though.
Yeah, right now, myXMG with a lot more offensive presence, with many more shots. Really, the only shot on goal was a goal from Bogan. So Noble, fortunate to be tied up in this one, as myXMG has had quite a few shots on net.
Oh, what a redirecting shot! Setting it up for Sniper Kid, who shoves it in.
Yeah, so as we say it, myXMG breaks through yet again with a great pass off the wall from Alad. Sniper Kid ready to clean up, and he puts that one in. Easy goal for him, and a difficult pass there for Alad, but he manages to do it. Getting past the Noble defense here, and another low-scoring Wasteland game with every goal being so critical. So we'll see if Noble can come back from this one.
Yeah, absolutely. They still have some time, but as you have said, with Wasteland. Games are certainly rather low scoring, so it's going to be a tough going for them. We'll see if they are able to ramp up their offense here. myXMG certainly with the aggressive play continuing, the staple of their team in this series so far. Noble now with a force of 3 on the blue side of the field, retreat back onto their own side though, and another opportunity for myXMG, bounces off the inside of the frame. Sniper Kid's going to try to go for the dunk, does get it with a double tap!
He double taps this one in with such style. Look at that, it bounces off the lower corner, and Sniper Kid goes up, taps it, flips, hits it with his bum right into the lower right-hand corner. An awesome goal. Sniper Kid trying to make the highlight reel, and I think he was successful.
He certainly was, extending the lead for myXMG. They are on target and on course for evening the series back up, and here comes Turbo Pulsar with another great shot, extending the lead even further.
Yep, everybody on myXMG scoring now. Turbo Pulsar putting this one in off the backboard pass from Sniper Kid. Turbo with a very good positioning there, and just a difficult off the backboard read there for Noble, who's not able to defend on that one, and myXMG commandingly taking this game 4-1.
And a lot with a shot. Stocky with a block. And there we go. All back in the center. Turbo Pulsar getting the touch. Stocky's going to try to get a dribble in. Stops the dribble in the center of the field. Actually gets it past Turbo Pulsar. This might be the opportunity for them, but unfortunately Skyline wasn't in position quite fast enough, and Sniper Kid is able to get that block just in time before the ball gets too dangerous. And now Vogan in control of the ball.
Oh,
going to try to make a free throw corner. Nobody is back home. We're going to see Skyline convert it.
Yeah, that's exactly what needed to happen. You could see here that Vogan knew there was nobody back, so all he tried to do was get this into the mid for his team. Heads up play, Skyline there to put that one in. Anybody else might have tried to dribble that one in themselves, but Vogan did the heads up play, get the goal quicker, put it in the mid for your team. So good play by Noble there. 40 seconds left to get 2 goals, not impossible, but very difficult here on Wasteland.
Very difficult indeed. 35 seconds left. Not a lot of time for Noble. We see an offensive movement here from Vogan. Skyline getting a shot on the goal. They're certainly trying to ramp up their efforts, but as time is running out, and myXMG is focusing on defense now, I don't think they'll be letting too many goals in. We see 2 takedowns by myXMG. So they're certainly being aggressive in their defensive play, if that makes any sense. A lot now, getting the wall hit off on target. Oh, we see a redirection attempt by Turbo Pulsar. Doesn't quite get it, but this game will go to myXMG, who even up the series 2-2.
Yep, one of these teams will be 50.
Oh, we see another goal. No, a lot preventing it from going in. What a save indeed.
Yeah, both of these teams were 2-3 going into this series. So one team will have a 500 record. The other will just be below that. So very important here. Noble definitely wanting to get this one in. But very, very close matches yet again. But my goodness, myXMG put on a clinic here on Wasteland. Look at that, 12 shots to 3. So definitely myXMG being able to play better, at least on this map. And we'll see how this affects them. Noble, last time they were forced to play Wasteland, struggled a little bit their first game afterwards. So we'll see how that plays out moving into the final game of the match for these two teams. And we'll be loading up Utopia Dusk.
Oh, what a beautiful map! I really like Utopia Dusk, with the little Indian music playing. Or is it Indian? I don't know, something Oriental.
Greek?
Greek?
What?
Oh, haven't you heard it? Well,
are you serious?
If you are on kickoff in Utopia Dusk, when you are on kickoff, you can faintly hear Oriental music playing behind you. You gotta, you gotta about that. You gotta pay attention to that, man. I am not lying. I am not tripping.
That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't. I wondered about it as well. But, right, anyway, we've got a game going on. Series is evened up. This is very important here. 2-2. The team that wins this series will take their positive standings here in the table. They will go positive in their record. And right off the bat, Turbo Pulsar with a crucial save off the frame of the goal. So Noble starting it off hot.
Yes, both these teams wanting to be 50-50 or 500 after this series, having at least even record. Feels much better than losing. So very important game all around. So we'll see how Noble responds here in this final game. We'll see if they can come back after having to change their play style in that last Wasteland game.
Yep, absolutely. Things are back to normal now. A lot getting the ball in the corner. You're getting just a slight touch. And Sniper Kid is the one to get the decisive clear. Logan wants to keep it on the blue side. Stocky is going to try to dribble it past here. Actually gains control of the ball, retains control of the ball, gets it past Turbo Pulsar, and it's up in the air. It's going to try to get the wall hit, set it up for someone, but Sniper Kid sees the ball coming, clears it away before it gets into any shifty positions here. But Noble keeping on the offense. A lot driving into Skyline, veering him off trajectory there, preventing him from getting the touch on the ball. In the end, very even game so far. Noble definitely on the aggression here, as we have seen the ball that's out on the blue side of the field for quite a while, but now it's on the orange side. A lot almost getting that touch there. Skyline clearing away just in time. Turbo Pulsar again, knocking the ball on target. We're just next to target for the bounce. We see Sniper Kid waiting in the back, but Skyline preventing him from getting that crucial touch.
Yep, we're seeing both these teams trying to feel each other out, just getting used to playing on these smaller maps. A little bit more forward factor. A lot.
Feels backflip, man. Right there. A lot getting that backflip. Not get the touch on the ball. He had a clear opportunity there.
Vogan last one back. This could be bad if Turbo can get this into the mid here.
Oh, he does. A lot with the shot. Skyline in position for the save, but will Sniper Kid get the follow-up? Yes, it will. Not quite fast enough, so an easy clear for Skyline. Turbo Pulsar with another opportunity, and he does get the score, taking myXMG to the lead.
Yeah, Turbo, myXMG just so good at putting on a lot of pressure. Turbo from a tough angle gets the block. He actually backflips to block the clearing lane and ends up hitting that one in. So heads up play by Turbo Pulsar, getting a clutch goal. This is the last game of the series. Whoever wins this one takes the series and moves on to a 500 record. So very important. And Turbo Pulsar coming up clutch, as he has been all day.
Yes, he has been all day indeed. Turbo Pulsar trying to dribble the ball in defensive movements here. Stocky Machine trying to keep the ball on the blue side. And now switching out with Skyline. Svogan getting the shot on target, but Turbo Pulsar getting the save just in time. Nice little defensive play coming in from myXMG, keeping their lead safe. This ball could get into a dangerous position. Skyline's going to try to get the touch on it, a lot as well, and Skyline's going to give it over to a lot because he wasn't really in a nice position for the ball. Vogan now snatching the ball off the defense, bounces over a lot. Stocky Machine getting a shot just a little shy of target, a little too sharp on that angle, but Noble certainly putting up the pressure here. Big win, as you have said, in that 50-50, and Skyline knocking the ball against a lot with a nice block, nice prediction right there. And finally, they get the ball out of their own half the field with a lot. Area redirection shot. A nice save coming in from Skyline. Here we see a lot going to try to knock it in. Turbo Pulsar with a follow-up. Stocky Machine with the save. Nicely done right there. Nicely predicted that. Really fast shot from Turbo Pulsar. We see another shot bouncing off the backboard. Sniper Kid trying to go for it, but Skyline gets the save just in time. And now it's Noble again putting up the pressure.
Yeah, 6 shots so far for myXMG, already for just 3 to Noble, 1 coming right there. So myXMG knocking on the door yet again, putting on a lot of pressure. So things looking good for myXMG. Noble's going to have to kick it into the next gear if they hope to take this one.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this match. myXMG still in the lead. They are also on the offense right now. Noble, Vogan getting the ball onto the other side of the field. Sniper Kid waiting for it, knocking it right back. It's actually on target. It's going to have to get that touch. Luckily, Skyline winning out that aerial. It is usually an easy aerial for pros, but we have seen aerials like that whiffed before, and the catastrophic effects a whiff like that can have. So good on Skyline for getting that.
Never fun to miss. It feels bad, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Skyline knocking the ball off the wall. Turbo Pulsar quickly intervening there. We definitely do not want to let the ball go into that position, and that's the 50-50 win. Nobody home. Skyline can just shove it in.
So Stocky clutches it here, winning this 50-50 against myXMG. Skyline in position, blocks that clear attempt from a lot, putting it in. So huge play at half by Stocky, setting that one up. And we're all tied up with less than a minute left to go in the last game of this series.
Yeah, what a nail-biter indeed. A lot on the line here for those two teams. Positive records, nothing to frown about. And we are in the final minute of the game with an even score. Low-scoring game, even stats across the board. Certainly an appropriate finish for the series so far. We'll see if this goes to overtime. Turbo Pulsar getting the touch there. Sniper Kid blowing up Vogan. Taking the offensive potential away from Noble, who then retreat, but Skyline was actually going to get the ball past most defensive lines. Unfortunately, it bounces off the crossbar. Such a close shot there.
A lot had a little tap there that messed up that after shot opportunity. So good play by him, but myXMG still in trouble here.
Noble's going to looking for it. Stocky with the dunk.
8 seconds left. Stocky machine. Oh my goodness, he comes up like Megatron and crushes the dreams of myXMG, putting this one in up with only 8 seconds left. Oh man, he's leading the Decepticons here as he just crushes them. That was a great play by Stocky.
Yep, absolutely. Taking a page out of the book of Michael Jordan here with the dunk, and we see the follow-up, the equalizer from Turbo Pulsar, 1 minute from close.
This is the worst nightmare if you are the other team, if you're Noble. A beautiful pass by a lot right out into the mid. Turbo is able to get up above the defense of Noble in net, and we're going to be going into overtime in Game 5.
Yep, absolutely. Unless we see a very unfortunate kickoff goal here. Has happened before. Ball is still in the air, but they're going to let it touch the ground. Overtime in Game 5.
This is why we love to watch Rocket League. Everything coming down to this game. Golden goal. And an opportunity for Sniper early. Oh my goodness, he puts it in.
What an amazing goal.
Oh, wow.
22 seconds into overtime. Sets it up for himself. And there we go. Wide shot. Nobody from Noble. Back in goal in time to save it. And
yeah,
so the series
Sniper
goes
actually
to
hit that one all the way from half court, and he just followed that one in. People, or the players on Noble, were thinking that that he was able to get the second hit. He never did, and the ball just followed its path from half all the way in. Clutch goal at the end from Turbo Pulsa, who was clearly, or I think that was Sniper Kid actually, but so Sniper Kid coming up big, but Turbo Pulsa definitely the MVP of that match, and a huge goal at the end puts myXMG up in what is kind of a surprise. People thinking that Noble probably going to take this one 3-2, but all these games so close, so incredibly close. So myXMG coming out right on top. Congratulations to those guys, but man, those were some exciting matches.